the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here with my 2K Sports broadcast partners. I bet you can just feel the Valentine's Day love coming from Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Or maybe you can't, which would also be a good thing.
I can. Hold my hand, Ernie.
You didn't get my chocolates?
Hold his hand, Kenny.
Oh, well, I
hold his hand, man.
Come on.
I'm not part of a love triangle.
Yes, you are.
There you go. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, thank you.
Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And looking at Los Angeles, they've definitely been generating momentum. What a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. And Kenny, tonight we have two of the more veteran rosters in the league competing. Obviously, a lot of experience out there on the floor. What kind of game do you think we'll see with all these vets?
Well, with vets, you're going to see good floor spacing, guys who take care of the basketball, and they're going to get back on the defensive end. You don't have to coach guys like that. You just let them go. You're going to be doing all the little things that make the big difference in winning.
More levels, more devils.
We're here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. A view there of its iconic star, Michael Jordan in bronze. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love. Right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris. Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. And, of course, the big news, Joakim Noah out with the injury.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness, that when they took him to the locker room after he got hurt last game, he wanted to come back out and get on the court.
Yeah, and credit the team for putting his long-term health first, because this guy clearly is a gamer, and I'm sure he's looking to get back out there as soon as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Rain Man in at point guard. Nick Young is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Kobe in at the 2 spot. Mirotic gets the bucket. Here's Rain Man. And there's the feed to Bass. And Gasol sends it back. And here's the fast break. Here's Butler. Rebound the Lakers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
Here's Bass. Just 5 to shoot. Rain Man passes to Hibbert. That is good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Rose attacking. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Rain Man outside for Kobe. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Rain Man. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Good. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A 3-ball. No good from Rain. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gasol kicks to Rose. Gasol dishes to Hickson. Good looking screen by Gasol. Butler passes to Rose. The shot is off. Solid defense there from the Rain Man. And Kobe gets it to go. Kobe's got his first bucket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here is Mirotic. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Here's Rain Man after the basket by Nikola Mirotic. Rain Man passes to Bass. Here's Rain Man. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Dixon gets to Gasol. That's a 2 from Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Rain Man. He had 40 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Stolen away. And now Young running the floor all by himself. And the pass to Hickson. The shot is off, and it's the Lakers the other way. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Young's got 5 points so far. Rose with the ball. 29 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
The Lakers trail. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Rain Man.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Outside Rose. He feeds it to Gasol. Goes up the baseline. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Here's Rain Man. To the left wing. Five to shoot. Outside for Kobe. Hits it from three-point range. Bryant's got his second basket of the night.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And while there's a break, here's a collection of the shooting guards that have made an impact with their passing this season. The leading assist men among two guards. Third is Jimmy Butler.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Here's Rain Man following the score by Derrick Rose. Bass. Here's Young. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Chicago trailing here. Rose dishes to Mirotic. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Gets a very good look and converts.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Dishes to Bass. Bass to Rain Man. To the paint. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Hickson. Harris comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mo Williams subbed in for Derrick Rose.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Outside Williams. Feeds it to Mirotic. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound the Lakers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Zhang, the pass to Raymond. A floater, pass to Randall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Williams kicks to Mirotic. There's a screen. He used that pick just right. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And he gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Zhang with a screen on Williams and stolen by Mirotic. Here's Butler. Nice D from the Rain Man.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Rain Man. He has 7. Pass to Randall. 5 on the clock. Here's Rain Man. Tries again, and it's laid in by Randall. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor.
Look at that.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And a foul called on Freak.
That's his first personal foul. Chicago timeout call. Here we go. That was your Rebel Bulls. Give them a hand. Come on, Chicago.
There's the pick. Butler kicks to Williams and stolen by Russell. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good from Raymond.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And again, no good by Chicago. Lakers leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Williams. Jang taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Out to Harris for 3. And that one's good. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Bulls trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mirotic passes to Portis. Mirotic, the screen. Three-pointer, Butler. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Rain Man, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The Lakers on top, up by 2. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage. Well,